Headache. Yeah, so like I can't work out at night. The problem is, like I'll leave here. And I'll get because I get it. I always get it after race. Yeah. Ryan took me. After my first race review, we went to Mina. We went to Mina for my first race review. And he was like, I'm starving, let's get Taco Bell. And I was like, all right. So then there was but it had been 15 days. Oh, there he is. He's probably got an hour. Black belt.
I'm staying at my parents' house and I always have 2 keys, so y'all can pretty quiet. We have yet to have. I'm here for it.
We had Whitey Wednesdays before.
I don't think we did. There's always.
Most of the time, we pick on set.
I was gonna say,
What is that? You know, Andy's set.
Shayna was like,
I'm the best man.
Coach, were you somewhere training last week? I was asking somebody last week. I was like, "Hey, is Ryan here?" He's like, "He's out of town." So I didn't know he was out on Friday. So look, I'm gonna acquire this super. Connect this to your chest. And here's another thing. Grab my back. Don't let him actually get their hit. There's a timing portion is real important. We intercept it before they get there. It's a reaction. Okay? In your body. Then I can come right. And you may have to use it as a right there. Go super. Yep. Oh, what's it? Wow. Right. There, I'm broke. I'm gonna connect and go like this. Right. Well, I was doing a different group, so my mom was like, "Okay." Right. Greg was thinking about the arm drag. We aren't doing it. All right, so 6 per person on that. We'll change it up one.
Partner? Yeah. Okay.
Where's the one over here?
Right. You want me to get over here for you?
You working with us, bro?
I think it kind of resprayed it, but it was already.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Kind of push it over your hip a little bit and step forward, it'll break.
Okay. We're just doing it to try to get.
Yeah, and then
All that red part out there. Just driving that red part. And then I saw you. I think it
I'm
makes
gonna push
sense.
that over my hip a little bit.
I've never even seen you in that car before.
Alright, so I'm just going like that, but not a lot. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. There you go. Now pull his arm up so you don't have to spin around between yourself. Yes, sir. Alright, time. Like pull it connected to that.
And it also did like the.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now look, he grabs and my arm is in. This is how we'll do this. Like, we talked about, yeah, if you step forward, you can push it on, right? So I'm going to break and drag. You know, a lot of times when you arm drag, when you take the back, the arm is in. You step forward, right? Step forward, break, arm drag. Does that make sense? Let's do that. 1, 2.
One of my friends competed. Her name's Amanda. She was doing a rear naked choke on a girl and broke her before. Did you see that on Instagram?
I didn't see it, but
I saw it and she didn't realize she armed a girl. And she was like, huh? And then yeah, it was.
the girl like reaching back into her arm.
No, she was so hard on the girl that it just came off and broke it.
Did you know the girl was doing the show?
Yeah, Amanda Mazda.
That's the girl.
And she was like, hey.
Girl's like, I'm good.
She was like, your arm is not. Sorry for the distraction. But anyways, I thought that
Alright,
was.
time.
Yeah, that's wild. I did see that.
Okay. Just a couple of closure reverse. Alright, both of those are like then you're in right plane, you go reverse. Kind of basic. Nice little flow drill. Okay. We're gonna work do something with standing technique today, but this is like a real big review of all the standing techniques that work. Okay. Just the breath. Okay. About this slam for a bit. Okay. So just is gonna drop into base and spread picks up. Right? Good. Now when he tries to jerk you up again, kind of hover over to straddle his legs. Good. Then we can put our hands on the mat, but you hold reverse ankle pick. Go to and here's why that was hard. Grab closer to the mat. Grab his actual heel. Yep, and push back a little bit with your hips. Get that hyperextension. Okay? Do that again. Okay? He's going to pick you up a little bit, use the leg hook. Then go hands on the mat. Okay? Now go ankle pick, red pull him on. Boom, right there. Lost the knee bar though.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for that. We're going to finish the knee bar right there. big toe under on the bottom side. Okay? Now, if they're like really leaning chest to back on you, that's where we hook the leg into the rolling knee ball. Okay? So go ahead on this one, Justin, dude. Hits you all the way. Boom. Good. Yep. Go for that. Okay, so look, he tries to pick me up here. Boom. Look how we're straddled, okay? But also look how this is gonna make it hard up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook and I'm gonna roll. If you land with the legs on top, we're good. If you land the other side with his leg on top, we're gonna tuck you. That was the lesson. Okay. You just finish it standing, they pull you back, or they're pushing forward so you roll. Alright? Then there's 3 pickups. You always want to be straddled. Right? They pick you up, you're trying to get some leg straddle. You do the leg hook, you should be. If you do this one, you come down, you may have to hover over. Right? So let's work on all that. We're going to spend about 3 or 4 minutes on this.
Oh, sorry. Not this. Okay. Oh, if I okay. Yeah. I'll put it back. I got you. See if your feet are square. That's right. I'll put it back.
Turn that right knee in a little bit. Just like tug of war.
Like your leg bit, I thought it was like engaged.
Sit back. Okay. Right, but this is just literally Dixon's forward.
Because what happened, bro, I was thinking we had like just an actual like the knee just that's what I felt weird. I know. You'll roll.
Good. See if you can keep it with the knee. Like you gotta kind of control it. You gotta hook deep. It's gotta be it. Right? That's what we talked about like last week.
Deep? Do you mean like above that knee or?
No, I mean instead of grabbing like this, we're going like this. Right? Like you would hook an arm ball. Better. Now turn. See, you're on your back. Be on your side. There you go. Nice. Yeah. So if you're tucking it, tuck it top up. Okay. See your elbow that's correct. Yes. Orientation
Okay,
is
now
totally flipped. You put it under.
Yeah.
If it's a big toe up, you put it under your ear so he can't turn. Yes. Like that. Right? Move it to finish. That rolls on one leg. You roll outside. You just go here. You've got so much more hips. Right. I'll face that over. I thought you rolled this side. Yeah.
Get this one.
Rock, yeah. He turns it a little bit, and then outside kind of. Yeah, it's almost like your hip is tucked under your leg. Like, look, just reset. See, when you do that roll, that hook in your leg's got to control him with his knee. That makes sense. Roll. In. Good. Now, good. You can finish it. Right so you roll inside. I would cut. And then just kind of same thing. There you go. If you roll, if you hook would be another arm. Your big toe will be. Just grab that and set that. Okay, so look, big toes on top. So put that under your bottom ear. Not under your elbow, just under your head. Yes. That's all. Look, I can't turn. Right? So if it's here. Yes. Right? That's just the difference. If my leg's on top of the toe is good job. Very good job.
I'm just kidding.
This one here. Oh my gosh. What's this? Under my elbow? That's fine. It's like if I look at that foot and I want that one piece up, I can use it. And then the other one inside the big toe. Yeah, I'm here and I see your big toe. I'm gonna put it here.
Because that's how you
Get stuff for kind right away.
Yeah, and you'll get the feel for it, right? And then the feel for like controlling that rotation. Good. I'm good. Very good. Okay, guys, time. Okay, let's just look at the whole spectrum of technique from if somebody grabs over your shoulder. Okay? And several things we can do, and three main things. Right? We went over our rear naked choke defense. And that is kind of designed if they have a lot. Like there's a standing rear naked. I've seen standing rear naked in competition, seen them in MMA, get them over the years. And there's a way to kind of work with the standing rear naked if you do it correctly. Some of the defenses will work, right? So there's a kind of a nuance. If they, this is from like, I forgot to think of what we were talking about. Standing off, you should, right? And like, I got that from like I did a bunch of this rear naked choke defense. And he was saying, he's like, if it's locked in, they're gonna neck crank you to oblivion if you try. But he was doing like the same dog that we're doing on the crash pad. He was doing that on if somebody jumps on the back of the right? We talked about turning out to the outside, right? So if he grabs over the top, I can go here, step, leg hook, come out. Okay? There's a way if he starts pulling me backwards, I can still do that, but if he's pulling me backwards, then I don't on the pickup defense. If he starts pulling me here, look, I'm gonna walk backwards and go there and out. I don't want to understate the bow portion of this. That puts all the weight here, so I have to do it fairly quickly. Okay? So I'm pulling that arm into my chest. Backwards here. Bow. Okay? That displaces his weight. So, okay? Then there's a saying on this. Okay? What I'll do on that is start choke defense, and the leg hook down, right, and then that new one. We hadn't really gone over that one recently. And then I'm gonna get the crash pad out. Go and hit the phases of saying Augie are like as soon as he goes, I go. He goes and he's pulling me back and I can't. You're sitting down on his leg. Right, so there's no real pause and move. And then we'll play with it just like this. Right? So I'll get one of the crash pads out and just kind of rotate through this 3 things. All right, 1, 2. Yeah, buddy. You hurt that? That's you. Just
My bad. Yeah. No, that's fine. So I go off here.
Okay. Have a great day.
Other way.
Put the other one. Yes.
That way.
Kind of think about stepping and going. Like once I hook, it's gonna be a hand.
Yes.
Down. Step behind that a little bit and then heel down. Yeah. Try and hit this one like pulling it back.
I don't think I was pulling you enough.
Okay. Right, and you gotta kind of walk back.
Well, I was using like on this foot, that foot.
Yeah, balance. I got you. I'm not sure.
Well, I did. 3 steps.
Start pulling back. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Just like you're walking, so you this doesn't happen. Okay. Right. Okay. And then like if that happens, then we're just in the same spot. Yeah. Right. Okay. And then like what I did there is I leaned some weight onto your chest to give me space. Because like we were talking about, people may pull you to try and choke you. That's not how you choke. Yeah.
I'm pulling back. You turned it.
I remember that. I'm straight. Like it is like I am right now. It's like yeah. Beautiful. Good job. If your left arm, yeah, not want to get choked that way.
That's how you know that.
You're pulling back. Yes. So if you get pulled back, you can do this. And then boom, you can do the other one. Right. Or just to preserve base, when I pull you back, sit your.
No, that's saying on.
Right, he's like sitting down and he's saying the bow. Right there, my leg turn around bow. It's almost as similar like when we're bent over doing the
With this foot behind my body.
This is the one. Put on like this. Bow.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
When you grab, you kind of drop into base.
I listened to you on a podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Down.
I hadn't thought about it in a long time. When you talked about me,
What did I say about you?
right after I got my blue belt, the first time we rolled.
Oh, yes. You're like, will you please finally roll with me? And I was like, You know what? I'll say this though, Brett.
So, and then it's like,
Will you please finally roll with me? And I was like, I thought about our time together, you and I.
I'm taking steps back to where I did. This one?
No. Oh, you mean like especially the good special? Because yeah, that was good special.
Yeah.
Joel was, I was like, dude,
just gonna throw you off of
He
it.
was like, I we set his focus, flattening me from the back. He was 280 pounds. Flattening me from the back.
What were you like?
145. Yeah. And
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
know he doubled it. Yeah.
so I'm just
Once you
like
pick him
under
up, do
his
this.
face on the mat, just like.
Closer with it.
And I just sounds like I'm not tapping to you, so I'm just gonna finish the round and it's fine.
But somebody had told me that they had heard it.
It's like
I was like, I'm just gonna all listen to it. So I was listening to it in bed, and then I really got in bed. I was like, listen to this.
Back at that experience with you, I was like, oh, blue belt on his thumb. Yes, red.
Hey,
Top red.
Watch,
Jolt,
y'all come over.
Bad.
Bad jolt.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
Jumping the guard.
Look, it has to have time. Just like, hey, as soon as they grab, like, don't mess around. Have something that's like, oh, you're grabbing there. Blah, blah, blah. You know, things you could do. You could pick any one you like, but if you time them jumping, this works, right? Do that, Brian. You just start one more. All he's doing is when Howie's coming up on his back, he's going like that, denying the platform, right? Turn and look to help them fall off, right? What's it? Yes, okay. Here, y'all go on. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, that is good on that.
You're gonna like jump on my back.
Yeah, she just had to go that way.
Yeah, look, just grab him and throw him, and then try and pull him back. So. Good. Okay, now he's pulling you back, and you're going like this instead of going back. Go down. Beautiful. Now he is going to jump on your back. Did you feel that armor car? You redeemed yourself. Justin, you weren't out here earlier, but Brett was really not really a rough start is a new thing.
Yeah, that one like you're already gone.
You're tall too, dude, so it's coming down.
I don't mean to, but like I saw.
That's like you see this most in sport competitions with knee brush,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, if we're like the with that one. You're actually trying
Saying this is in wrestling. Right? No, you know, good one to be aware of.
That's my defense. No.
There's always like one judo guy out there
And just talk to everybody.
Well, yeah, like what you'll see. Like, I remember one I saw like foot sweep, guard pass, arm bar. Like this up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gable Steven.
Yeah.
Gable.
He's gonna.
He just want to go up at the Olympics.
So all three of y'all.
Iowa State.
So here. So do the three phases like you just as soon as she grabs you, you grab her, she's gonna throw, and then you're trying to pull her back and she's planning that, and then jump and grab. See his hands in that? Alright, as soon as she grabs, go.
Oh wait,
Everybody else, no audience.
Everybody's I saw you look at your like. I think it's just because I sometimes get a little.
I think I've seen judo people like
And
know, I feel like what I'm gonna do for you.
But you have like fully committed, right? Then I was like, even if
Oh, this
so a
so
lot of times it's not perfect.
See, now my
Yeah, right there.
I'm not gonna tell you, but all you do is look.
Oh wait.
You can go any way you want to go. Flip them completely up if you're gonna land back here. Lots of people turn like this because their head. If you flip them here, their head goes right there. So they'll flip. For the first round, there was me and
Don't grab your hands, you're together.
or maybe it's just basically I'm going to the third round. This
Okay, guys, huddle up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a lot of the defenses we've been working on, and then just like some new stuff. And that's not been. We have this one where we're going down, finishing side control, spinning. Right, we did this and this defense last time. Okay. We're gonna work from the turtle, but like some situations. All this like the four directions of the double. Alright, the double up. Okay. And I think what happens is sometimes people will get into it and they don't switch. They just like the double is forward. I go forward. Right? That's what I see too, especially in jiu-jitsu. So we'll talk about kind of just connecting with the double, right? And I do this like, it could be from a failed double, it could be from a side control escape. I get this from a side control escape a lot, right? But we're just gonna start here, get me down, yeah. And we're gonna have here, right? So look, here's no connection. Here's me grabbing his leg, driving this shoulder. Now I have connection. Okay? Now, if I go to the side, look how he put his hand on the mat, right? Did he?
Was that supposed to?
Yeah. Okay, good. And then look, if I raise this leg and go to this side, he puts that hand on the mat. Okay? So whatever side he puts the hand on the mat, okay? So think you tilt, drop. So you end up still getting your direction, but like it's not working. Like you got stalled on this forward. I'm gonna leg flare, and when that leg flare, when this happens, as soon as this happens, you drop forward. Do this to me. First, let's feel your. There's no connection. There's connection. Okay, see how he's got live toes. That's what we want as well. And I look, even if I'm here, you still have connection. Okay, leg flare, drop. Grab again. Leg flare, drop. Right, run around my legs. Yes. Do that one again. Okay, practice it. Practice it. Then posting both directions. As soon as that post happens, boom, you're back to going forward. But this is like the side to side switch. And then you're just going back forward. All right, so 1, 2. Yes? Every time you put your knee on the mat. pulling his legs into my shoulder and my shoulder chest. Alright? So that changes everything. Like when you get into post, come up and like clock around. Right? Even if
I hate that.
yeah,
I hate being there.
particularly on that off side when you
Don't pick on.
get that shoulder grab on that. Lift up
So you can flare them.
and then drive. Run around his leg. Or hop over. See? Hey, and if you were just slide toes as he's going down, you can do.
Yeah.
He'll catch your legs maybe when you're going. If he's sitting down while you're running around, I'll be live toes in the spot.
It's all like,
Right.
last like just 6 weeks.
Is that one of the anaconda ones?
I was having so much trouble with it.
That's awesome.
Okay. But when it's not, like when you're here, you totally can finish it. You know what I mean?
Come up on those live toes when they pose. Don't fall over when he falls.
Oh wait,
Two
jump in
hands.
and then
So when I flare, I'll dump you if you don't.
I
See how
know.
you're on your
Whatever
hip?
yeah,
That's not gonna work.
Whatever.
I'm gonna win that 100% of the time. You can't be on your hips at any point. Okay. Be on your toes.
Yeah, I like to do this, but then it's like,
Better. But force that pulse a little more. Okay. Right? Let me see it again. Do it slow. Raise the leg, force the post, then go forward. Raise the leg. See how you fell down?
Yeah, but he's not posting.
So you're supposed to fall down.
So even when he falls.
Yeah, because if you're on your hip, in that moment, if
Yeah.
you're on your hip, I will win.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be a nasty scramble.
Okay.
Right? So. Yeah, now raise this way.
I still feel my hip.
Alright. You got it. Yeah, put it on there. Yeah. Get around behind it, go to rear side.
Well, connect them.
see,
So my
whatever
hands
gets-
are on this side. Use this analogy both sides. So I go here.
if I'm on
I'll
the
hop
bench,
over down
you
there.
throw it here. Oh yeah, you're gonna listen to that, right?
Swell.
Just here and you swell.
That's what I'm gonna need to do.
Because sometimes I'm like,
had it on my
here, and I'm like here, and I'm like, okay.
You know, but it's just notate that difference. And if I go on the other side, it may look and feel a little different. It's the same cushion pressure. There's nothing to say you can't do that, and you were doing it no matter what, and facing like an arm triangle. You saw how that that's why I said go around the rear side now. Because you were doing that as soon as you popped over, you're like, I'm behind you out. Right? So just nuance there.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
think
like
we'll get
very,
it.
I don't have much pressure on me. Like if I was actually, like this is a person that doesn't have
Yeah, that's part of it, I guess.
That's the, what is that message?
Yeah, you don't wanna be that girl, sorry. No, you're good. I was just wondering around it.
I'm dying. What's gonna happen when
I don't even know how to get off this one.
Me either. I don't even know if it's a thing.
I didn't either. I thought it was when we all just disagreed.
I just downloaded those days, man. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's that.
And then,
Wrestlers will go.
We're gonna run.
And then you people.
So what you do one time?
Oh, they.
Like sloppy throw, and then this person's people will fail a throw because they know they can submission for 1 second.
You're trying to blend.
I forget the chapter. Sorry to happen when you get like a sheet.
Like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're still trying. Feel like you're trying to lift me up.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Don't drive forward first. Suck my knees in, and then just try to pick this one up. Yeah.
There you go. And then just push that knee to the side of yourself. Okay, time. Okay. Now let's look at the forward and back. Okay? Because like all you really want is to finish your day. And that's this lesson, like you still secure the belt. So it's the whole moral of the story. Like in that one we're just doing, I leg flare, and I could just keep like. If you don't post your hand, you're going to. If you post your hand, I drop through you. If you post your hand, I drop through you. Okay? So now, like when you start grabbing to connect the shoulders, people will start like kind of backing up. Or imagine like as your hands hit the mat when they like win the sprawl. Okay? But like I'm here and I'm gonna start moving forward like okay, so he's gonna walk back. Right? He's gonna walk back. So look, I'm here. Oh yeah. Right? So they may post their hands, they may fall on their face, but when they're walking backwards, you're definitely probably not going to get the double.
So are you switching to one leg and shove? But you switch to one.
Well, like,
I'm sorry.
look here. This, and he's going backwards, and then I go here. Right? There he retained it. Before he fell on his hands flat on his face. And if you time it perfectly, you don't have anything to go by. Right? If they post, you may or may not have to like clear it on. Time he barely had it on my back, and I just went here. Right? Passing goal. Alright, so play with that direction. And then here's another thing. Look, if like I start to move back and he follows me, right? That's when I can just get the direction. So if they like, because that's the next question. It's like, well, I was going forward and they were going back, and I started to slide out. That first thing he got showed, started moving forward. You wanted to move forward so they can just suck their hips in. The hips going back, the legs going back, and the hips going to the problem. So you're playing games around that central problem. Okay. Okay, so look, you're moving forward, they're moving back, throw by. You're just shoving. Following you, suck them in for a double. You can run the side to side thing, boom. You get that shoulder hit the connection when they're following you like that, it's simple. All right, let's do one. Yeah, now, look, what I would see the gap between, there's a huge diamond shaped gap. As you go like in that gap. Beautiful. Head throw. I was thinking about that when I shoved him first. Like, you're going to get that. You can kind of limp arm out of it. You could go, you're driving forward, I'm backing up. Yeah, that was it.
World did you treat like that? So, like, can I just solo? What did you do? What are you doing to your
I'm
job?
going like this,
Like,
and then I need to go like that, and I turn. I go like here.
So when I come in, when I pressure into you, that's when you like
because I'm stuck.
go away from you. I just keep that thing. Yeah, you're backing out. I have the post back out.
Yeah, I was trying to back him. He got out of the way.
He's like,
Sit.
you want to try again?
Yes.
You were like, I'm out, and I'm backwards.
Yeah,
Man, you go to shut.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I felt you could leave in the end, and I replaced where you were.
I was shocked how simple it was.
Hey guys, here's a little detail about getting off the line. So look, forward, and as I go back, look how I went from here to here. I spin on that knee, so I spin. Try that. All right, 1, 2. When you want to move backward, forward, and when you want to move backwards, use that. Flash toes.
Just missed. It just like licked it.
When you fell and
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you got like a north, you got whatever. Arm bar.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
No,
rear
you're
side mount.
You're right leg back and around. Yeah.
Yeah, see how I said the word throw by earlier? That's a throw by. Right? If Fred goes to push my chest, right? Anytime that arm, you can just yeah, that is stay down, you spin.
Spin on it.
All right, guys, time. Look, well, we hadn't really got into, like, we spent, like, back mount defense, and then we worked some turtle a little bit last week, and then front headlock, right? That's, you know, 3 of the most fundamental spots that you all need to get good. Okay? Like, aware of what the attacks, a basic couple of escapes that could work for you from each spot, right? From under that front headlock, it could be like there's more of a throw by, right? But it's that probably next class, right? And sit through in all of this, like here in the double leg, it's kind of predicated off of them having no real body grips or them having this one, right? We'll start getting into what they have going for a dart, so like they're going for an anaconda, or they're going for a guillotine. Okay, that'll be the front head. All right. Any questions before we roll?
Does it matter which side your head is on, to which side you back out? Matter. Okay.
Yes.
I did it backwards the first time, and then I watched you do.
Yeah, and then my head is on. I had to go to the other side.
Okay, so it does matter.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's roll 1, 2. Start your rounds just from standing. I'll move.
I always say, man, everybody just volunteered to sit out there.
I'm pretty beat up right now.
All right, guys, on the bell. And go.